Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. Welcome back to some more No Man's Sky ugly starship hunting shenanigans. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Thanks for stopping by today. Who do we have out there? So I'm Just Lee. Welcome back. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. And Cottrell, welcome back. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Stuart Laker, welcome back. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. And Elvis Scott, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Doc Intel, what's up, stranger? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Long time no see, man. How have you been? Thanks for stopping by. Penn Lapidari, how's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome back. Not expecting a big crowd today. I think it's just going to be us kind of chilling out, doing some No Man's Sky stuff. It's slow in the old content creator sphere, I guess, for video games. So, yeah. Jonathan Studios, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So what's that? Only watching No Man's Sky to see the Galaga ship in action. We're probably going to have to upgrade that ship, huh? Okay, hey, Elvis Scott, thank you so much for stopping by to say hello. Have a good day at work. We'll see you next time. Take care and God bless to you, man. We'll see you next time. Okay, ladies and gents, let's go ahead and start this party, shall we? Now, for anybody who's new, I am Oddman105, aka the Odd One. This is a regularly scheduled Tuesday live stream of some Grand Theft Auto, No Man's Sky shenanigans. I've got Grand Theft Auto Online on the brain. Yeah, No Man's Sky shenanigans today. We're going to continue the ugly starship hunt. And I think take care of a few things here and there, but let's hop on in. Now, before we begin, if you guys haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Also, for anybody who's new, please take a second. Read and follow the channel rules in the description section down below. And I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, we actually had a FAFO last week in No Man's Sky, which is a first. But it happens. So, Penn Lapidari says, haven't played GTA in months. You know what? You're not missing anything. You're not missing anything at all. It is very slow in Grand Theft Auto right now. Just like it's slow in No Man's Sky. It's just that time of the year where nothing really is happening. I kind of blame Rockstar Games for that because, let's transition. Because we never got a part 2 to the winter DLC for Grand Theft Auto Online. And a lot of people were, myself included, were expecting that we would get a part 2. Because without it, and without the drip feed, the game is boring. So now we've got, in Grand Theft Auto Online, we've got some FOMO stuff going on. Give me a sec, this stupid controller. Yeah, we got some FOMO stuff going on, but that's better. You know, it's not fun. It's just not fun. So Doc Intel says, okay, let me guess and say we'll find at least one decent ship today. The reverse psychology is that if we hunt specifically for ugly ships, we'll eventually find a good-looking ship. Now, yesterday we were 3 for 3. We found 3 pretty decent-looking ships and 3 really ugly ships. so we were 3 for 3 yesterday. Okay, let's turn that off. Bring this up. We're transitioned. Okay, we are absolutely not going to do that stupid expedition again. We're done with that. We're not doing that anymore. No more expedition. No more. Just stop it. Just stop. Okay, I think we are ready. Okay. Let's hop over here to the, let's see, that's the main save. Let's hop over here to this save briefly. I want to see where I am with the storied quest. Yeah, Penn, yeah, we're done with the expedition. We're not doing that expedition again. It was fun. The Remnant expedition was fun the first time around. It was okay the first time around. After that, the second time was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. Okay, so what do we have over there? That is Viking Cartographer. Let's talk to this guy. Now, this save right here, we're going through the Artemis and Awakening story quest. So we got to talk to this guy. This is part of the story quest that you have to complete to progress the story along in No Man's Sky. So let's talk to him. We're not going to do this for very long. I just need to see where I am because it's been a while. So I think we need to talk to this guy and get the translator going. So we got to probe the Viking lore. As the warrior begins to bark, I feel a strange frequency vibrate through my skull. I see flashes of Null's glowing orb behind my eyes. Suddenly, the Viking's words ring clear in my ears. Grah! Pathetic interloper. Prying into Viking secrets. Cowardly spy. Should kill. Grah! Oh, shut up. But traveler must be aided. Such is command of Herc. Prove yourself, interloper. Retrieve the word of Herc. Ascend in Viking glory. Then you shall have your words. I will reveal only this. Location of Herc's command is marked for you. Commune with their words, Grah. This is apparently No Man's Sky's version of the Klingons. So that's where we left off, huh? Okay. Giannis, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, it's slow. Not only is it slow in Grand Theft Auto, it's also slow in the No Man's Sky community. It's just a slow period right now. Like I mentioned briefly earlier, just a few seconds ago, Rockstar Games should have given us a Part 2, but they never did. And because we didn't get a Part 2 to the Winter DLC, things are just really boring right now. So all content creators are feeling it. All right, let's go check this out. The Viking Reliquary. So what exactly do I have on me? Oh, never mind. It's been a while since I've played on this save.
Technology recharge.
Okay. All right, nice. So Penn says, wasn't that an exotic? No, that was the ship that just flew in. No, that wasn't exotic. That was an explorer. That was a karate chop explorer. So it wasn't anything special. Deborah, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. How are you? Welcome back. But yeah, Rockstar should have gave us a Part 2. So yeah, it's nothing really exciting going on in Grand Theft Auto. Just like it is, with No Man's Sky, because we got that expedition that was mediocre at best. Well, the update, just the core content for the update was mediocre at best. Okay, so this is an approximate location. Let's look around. Actually, you know what? Let's land. There are hazardous storms. How are we for hazard protection? Oh, we got batteries. Yep. Let's grab all these.
Radiation protection falling.
Yeah, grab all these. Because why not? Okay, do we have rad protection? We do not. Should probably invest in that. As a matter of fact, let's recharge life support too.
Technology recharge.
Okay, our target. Location services unavailable.
Radiation protection falling.
Strange. Hold on. Let's see. Exosuits. There we go. All right. 200 in that direction. Let's go. Okay.
Recharge.
We'll take a second to grab some of this.
Falling.
Oxygen is always good. Yeah, the Gerald missions are okay. Definitely okay. On Triple Cash and RP, they're very good money. They're definitely very good money. I would say that they do kind of get boring after a while. After you've done them a few times. Because again, they are, contact missions. They're OG contact missions, which are okay. So Deborah says, excuse me, I'm trying to find an echolocator for my permadeath while in the expedition, in case something sneaks up on me, I won't lose my save. Just in case. Very good point. Very good point. The echolocators, believe it or not, they're not that difficult to find, obviously. So what's that? You've got 8 inverted mirrors so far. Nice. Echolocators are not that difficult to find. They're pretty much the luck of the draw. That's why usually if I find one, I'll just refine or dupe the rest. Okay. The will of Hurt commands it. The Viking shall honor it to the judgment of... and the belief of the ancients. Ancient knowledge passed down through generations of Viking warriors spill from the marker stone, filtering into my mind like a long-forgotten memory. Speak in Viking. Rah! None hamper the path toward Drindach. That sounds like Klingon. As the Sentinels. They must be destroyed. Their time will be ended. So it has been written, so it shall come to be. This is Viking Swear. Speak in Viking. Hey, Streamlabs, don't be cheating out there, buddy. I got my eyes on you.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Okay, so we got the Viking tablet. Sentinel's a butthurt.
Radiation protection falling.
Okay, we got to get back to the space station. And once we drop this thing off, I think we'll switch back to ugly starship hunting. This planet sucks. Okay, Pen Lapidarian, take care of yourself. God bless to you. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you as always. We'll see you next time. King of GTA Plus, what's up? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Oh, let me bring up OBS. There we go. Now we can see what we're doing. Yeah, Streamlabs is cheating again. As per usual. It's not a live stream unless Streamlabs is cheating. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I just wanted to take a second to remember where I was with this save. This is one of my Let's Play saves. We got tritium, so let's use it.
Technology recharge.
So yeah, we're slowly progressing through the storied quest on this one. Yeah, Deborah, that did happen. That did happen. We needed a single inverted mirror, and I found echolocator after echolocator. That was funny. Yeah, so I have like the reverse luck. So that's where, reverse psychology comes in. If you hunt for something that you don't need, you'll find what you need. All right, let's talk to this guy briefly. And I think we'll switch over. I just wanted to take a second because I couldn't remember exactly where I left off on this save. Yeah, we're helping Null right now. All right, here we go. Don't ask me where I found that ship. I found that one during the Voyager's expedition. Not the best looking Sentinel ship, but it was free. And I think it was a B class. I can't remember. Okay, reveal the tablet. Gra, you have communed with Herc. You are worthy interloper. Make your request. Be bold. Yeah, I want a hamburger and fries and a Coca-Cola, please. Thank you. Okay, we want to know about the Atlas. Gra, do not speak that name. Only pathetic beings worship the liar Atlas. Sentinels. Gra, enemies, destroyers of worlds, servants of the liar Atlas. Gra, gra. This guy. Okay, let's get through all this. Ask about 16. Gra. What? Interloper. What face are? Uh-oh, he's glitching out. The Viking is visibly pained by the mention of the number, staring at their terminal as if they had seen it for the first time. Their words slur, a strange sound entering every sentence. Okay, so we spoke with the Viking cartographer. Nice. All right, what's next? Yeah, I'd like a hamburger and fries and a Diet Coke, please. Said, make your request. Be bold. Yeah, hamburger, fries, Diet Coke. Okay, so speak to a Korvax cartographer. So next we have to go to a Korvax map, or Korvax system. Okay, what we're going to do now, let's switch over. Let's make a restore point. And let's go to another save. Yeah, I just wanted to see where I was with that save because it had been a while since I'd played on it. So, all right. Now we know. We want to go back to live stream Let's Play. Because why not? Mr. Smooth Ones, what's up, man? How's it going, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. I'm chilling, man. Blessed by the best, brother. Blessed by the best. Everybody out there, Mr. Smooth Ones is a fellow content creator. He's part of the Odd Fam. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channel. Check that man out. Show him some love. You know how we do it here. Always support the Odd Fam. It's good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping by today, man. Okay, this is the star system where we found that ugly Sentinel hauler. So what we're going to do is head back to the freighter because we're done here. We don't even need to be here anymore. Oh, hold on a second. Before we go, hold on. Let's see. Starship. Yeah, 2 random Korvax casings, which we got a whole bunch of Korvax casings. Yeah, we need to go back to the freighter and drop some stuff off. Phase beam package. Why is that there? Oh, these are all pulse spitter weapons. Okay. X-class pulse spitter weapons. Okay. All right. Yeah. We have a bit of a hoarder problem here. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, back to the freighter. Yeah, Mr. Smooth was no problem, brother. Good to see you as always, man. So Giannis says, this car limit on selling in GTA is getting really annoying, as we talked about yesterday. I'm trying to sell a bunch of my cars, and it's taking forever. Yep. And that's one of the reasons why I try not to buy a lot of cars in Grand Theft Auto. That's why you guys always see me put out videos on how to win cars in the game, because if it's a free car, it's not really a big deal. It's, you know, when you sell a free car, you get nothing back on it, except for like the sale value of like any liveries or customizations. But the value of the car is zero. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's take a look at how many refiners do we have here. Okay, we got 20 refiners. How many nanites do we have? Oh, we got a bunch of nanites. But we can also get some more. So let's make a restore point. What we're going to do is let's go to the next star system. You know, my biggest problem with the daily sell limit for vehicles in Grand Theft Auto Online is that Rockstar Games could have fixed the problem of car duplication. The reason there's a daily sell limit, the Real Puts, what's up, man? How's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. The problem is that they haven't fixed the problem of car duplication or any sort of car glitching. That's why they added a daily sell limit, because it was easier for them to implement a sell limit than it was for them to actually fix the problem of car duplication. Which sucks, because they basically penalize the rest of us for the actions of a few people. Okay, we got lucky. You know what? We got really lucky the last time we went to a one-star system. We got pretty lucky with a decent-looking ship. Let's go there and see what happens this time. Let's see what happens again. Let's try it again. Maybe we'll get lucky again and find another decent-looking ship. But we're looking for ugly ships. We're looking for ugly starships only. Which doesn't pass the common sense test, but that's what we're doing. All right, probe. Upload. All right, what do we got? So we have grassy, nice. Frostbound, desert, miasmatic, fungal mold, salvageable scrap, 6 fauna, market. And what do we got over here? This is arid. Okay, and aggressive sentinels. We could beat up on some sentinels too. Okay, so we got that planet marked. Let's take a look at... Let's talk to the mission agent. Let's see what we have here. Because we can totally send our frigates out. Hey, buddy, what do you got for me? Okay, 4, 5, 11, 15, 13. That's a trade expedition. Difficulty 3. Let's send the organic frigate out, if we can find it. There we go. Let's send this guy out. Select. And what kind of equipment can we put in here? Do we have anything? Fuel oxidizer. That's it? We don't have anything else? Hold on a second. We got some more stuff. I know we got... Because I got a bunch of the stuff. Hold on. Yeah, what is all this? Oh, that's something else. That's a trade commodity. What the crap is this? Yeah, we got fuel oxidizer. I didn't make anything else? Okay. Okay, so it's trade. Let's make one of those. Oh, we did fuel oxidizer. This is... We'll take one of those, and that's not combat, a combat expedition, but we can make We can make some drones. And let's see. Yeah, we've already done the mineral compressor. Fuel oxidizer. Okay. Make some of those. Make some of those. Make some of those. All right. That'll do it. All right, let's talk to this guy again. Jonathan Studio says, if you're frustrated with selling the car, with the selling car limit restriction, might I interest you in shark cards? That's what Rockstar is trying to do. That's exactly what they're trying to do. Okay, let's assign a ship again. Living frigates. Okay. So we want one of those. One of those. And let's see here. One of those. All right. Okay, so we'll send him out. And what else do we have? 4, 5, 11, 15, 13. This is a 4-hour expedition. Yeah, so what I'm doing is sending my frigates out. Let's send one of the C classes out. Let's see. Raider. Yep, we'll send one of the raiders out. They're actually leveling up. They're actually slowly leveling up. Nice. Okay. One of those. One of those. And one of those. Okay. Next. 13-hour for knowledge. Industrial. Let's send the B-class raider out. Let's send that one out. And hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Once we're finished sending these guys out, we will do some ugly ship hunting. I would like to get some nanites as well. I'd like to try to get some nanites as well. So, okay, we've got that dude assigned. And because it takes 20 minutes to do a row of nanites, let's see. Okay, send it out. Okay, this one is 11 hours, balanced. Since this one is combat, let's send the B class out. Oh, that's a hauler. Never mind. That's the industrial ship. Don't send that out on a combat mission. Let's see. Yep, fuel oxidizer and explosive drones. And we got one more. Okay, rinse and repeat. One of those. One of those. And one of those. Okay. All right, everybody's out. So Doc Intel says, I've sent my guys out about a month ago. And just left them out there. That's funny. Yeah, we'll leave you guys out there. You come back when you find something. Okay, let's make a restore point. We've scanned. Before we go off on the hunt, let's go to... how much space do I have in inventory? We got plenty. We got plenty of space. We got to drop some stuff off before doing anything else. Let's see. Not here. Yeah, we got to drop off some of the excess. Yep, there we go. We can drop off these quad servos. What else don't I need? We don't need this. Salvage data. We can drop these off. And we can drop those off. Alright, so let's see. And let's see. Yeah, I got a bunch of junk in here, I swear. Oh, you haven't sent them out in over a month.
Inventory full.
Aha. Storm crystals. Let's remove that. X-Class phase beam. Let's remove the phase beam. Put that in. Leave the void mote where it is. Well, I mean, I can... Hold on.
Inventory full.
Okay, we'll leave some void mote behind. You got 20 of those, a bunch of glass. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, get these X-Class upgrades out of there. They should be someplace else. Remove that. Drop that off. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So, Cottrell, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Says, how many hours in this save? This save is 150 hours, I think. Drop off those upgrades. What else? Storm crystals, those go in the freighter. Okay, so we can put this over here. Oh, never mind. Well, yeah, there we go. We'll put those right there. Perfect. Okay, just cleaning up some space. Cleaning up some space. Okay, next up is... Let's save. Okay, what we can do is farm up some nanites. We got cake, don't we? We should have some cake. Yep, we got plenty of cake. Perfect. I said cake, everybody. Cake. Regular cake, okay? Get your minds out of the gutter. So what we need to do is... let's go to the base with all of the runaway mold. Which I think is in El Cupolos. I think that's in the El Cupolos galaxy. So hold on a second. 4 curious deposits. Medium sentinel ventral pincers. Last stop before the galactic core. Unlimited living ship upgrades, Sanford and Son salvage, autophage camp. Okay, recent, because I can't find it. Curious deposit base. Yeah, and I know I was just there. Where is it? Okay, I'm looking for my curious deposit base with all of the runaway mold. I mean, it's got, I'm talking a bunch of runaway mold. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Yeah, hopefully we'll get that sack with the next expedition. The longer the expedition for living frigates, the higher your chances of actually getting those. So that's what we're looking for. Let's see. New curious deposit base, Eisentam. Yeah, I'm looking for the base with... There we go, right here. Largest curious deposit ever. This is the base. That's the one. And that was in El Cupolos. That's the base. Let's go to it. You guys will see exactly what I'm talking about here. This is the biggest curious deposit source I'd ever found in No Man's Sky. There are 23 deposits here. So Stuart says, like you, I'm a hoarder and I'm running out of space. I know, right? Because it's hard to just get rid of things. it's very difficult to find many of the items that we keep, but we often realize that we've got multiples of that same item, and yet we still can't find a time to get rid of it. One of these days off stream, I'm going to go through and just completely clean up my storages. Okay, so this base right here, look, check this out. That's the biggest deposit of curious deposits I've ever seen. The biggest. I know William Dupree has a base here as well. So Deborah says, running out of space is when you dedicate ships to certain items. I have a bone ship and a pet egg ship. That's actually not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. The only problem is that you can't put those ships in storage, because if you do, you lose everything in the inventory, except for your tech. Okay, so what we're going to do is have some cake. If I can find my nutrient ingester, there it is. Let's have some cake. One of those. Boom. All right. Next up, we got 10 minutes, which is plenty of time. That's the duration for that. What we're going to do is switch to our mining laser. Okay, now, watch the magic happen.
Panel protection falling.
24,000. Yeah, this is insane. Okay, so how much did we get? You know, this stuff is not supposed to be in here. It's supposed to be my inventory. Okay, that's 12. 12 stacks. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, easy enough. Then all we have to do is teleport away. Dan Morris, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So Doc Intel says, oh, wow, nice odd. I found one a week ago with 27 deposits. Bro, I'm jealous. I'm legit jealous. I am legitimately jealous. Paradise Planet Scientist. Okay. We might as well take advantage of this, so let's teleport away and head back. And rinse and repeat. And this will get us some nanites going. Because what I would like to do is upgrade a couple of my ships, legit. And I'm talking upgrade them legit from a C class or B class to an S class. One of them being the Radiant Pillar. Because the Radiant Pillar is a pretty decent fighter once it's fully upgraded to an S class. And what some people forget is that every ship in No Man's Sky is unique. Every system ship especially. So all players get a single Radiant Pillar. If you scrap the Radiant Pillar, you'll never find another one like it in the game. You'll never find another one like it in the game. Never. Which is why I still have it on this one. I'm still kicking myself because on my very first No Man's Sky account, I scrapped my Radiant Pillar. And it's gone. It's gone. It's never coming back. So I'm really pissed about that one. Really pissed about that. But I decided to keep the Radiant Pillar on my other accounts that aren't Expedition accounts. So, or Expedition saves, I should say. And that way, I can at least upgrade the ship. The Radiant Pillar is, I would argue, one of the rarest ships in the game. Even though it's a normal system ship, you'll never find another ship in No Man's Sky exactly like the Radiant Pillar. You'll never find one. All right, let's make a restore point while we're here, just in case we screw up. And look at that. And look at this. There they are. Okay, how many do we have? Okay, that's 20. Oh, hold on. Hold on. One more. All right. All right. Yeah, I want just enough. Just enough to fill up 20 refiners, because these take 20 minutes per stack. Okay, we got plenty. Dope! Who left the door open? Yeah, I gotta fix that. I gotta fix this. I gotta fix that. That's not supposed to look like that. I gotta fix that. I don't think I can slap a normal door over this. Hold on a second. Let's go to build menu. I don't think I can put a normal door over this. Let's see. I can glitch. I can't snap place it, but I think I can free place it. So let's see here. Free place. Yeah, I can free place it. There we go. Let's try that. Because I can't be falling outside of my apartment, so... There we go. Let's see here. Yeah, you can glitch place it, but... let's see here. Oh. Yeah, just don't need to be falling out of my house. That is the worst building I've ever... Oh my gosh. Does it work? Not really. I mean, it kind of works. Yeah, it works. It works. It's good enough. It works. It works. It's fine. It's fine. You guys see nothing. Yeah, you see nothing here. You see nothing. It works just fine. It's good. All right, let's go. So Stuart Laker says, I realize I don't have my original multi-tool. Now, it's funny. Oh, I know which multi-tool you're talking about. Yeah, the original multi-tool that you get for No Man's Sky, believe it or not, that's an experimental multi-tool. Yeah, that's an experimental multi-tool. It's a pistol, and it's like a basic experimental multi-tool, but it is experimental. Are we there yet? Yay, we're here. He says, that's so ugly. Bro, you see nothing. You see nothing. There's nothing to see here. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Okay, now we've got 20 minutes per stack, so... we have to stay in the star system. While this stuff is refining, we cannot. Well, I think we can go to a different star system. We can hyperspace jump with the actual ship, but I don't think we can hyperspace jump without it. So Stuart says I found a yellow one yesterday. That's actually a pretty decent find. Like I said, the base multi-tool that you have when you start the game is an experimental. Experimental multi-tools are kind of rare. You'll never find another multi-tool like that one. But that being said, it also has some pretty low stats on it too. So what we're doing is just taking a second, excuse me, to get some nanites going here. And the reason we're doing this now is because it takes 20 minutes for a stack of 10,000. So we might as well do this while we're in the system. Just takes a little bit to set up, but beyond that, it is well worth it. Yeah, one of these days I got to get a farm going on this freighter too. That's actually next. At some point I'll properly build out this freighter. I'm just being lazy. Okay, let's see here. Next. Now, I would hunt for a living frigate during stream, but you guys don't want to see me pulse driving for 20 minutes. Because it can actually take up to 20 minutes to find a living frigate, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, 20 minutes. I saw a YouTube video where a guy, some guy was pulse driving for about 30 minutes to find a single S-class living frigate. Yeah, 30 minutes. That's something that I'll do off stream, thank you. Not on stream. We'll do it off stream. All right, next. So Deborah says, I have and no problem. Okay, so you have and no problem as long as I don't sign off of the game. What's that? Code collecting? Code electing. Okay. What's that? Not code editing, but collecting. Oh, I see. Signing off and coming back later is chancy. Yes, it is. Because you can lose all the nanites in your refinery. So we can hyperspace jump and not lose anything, so that's what we're going to do. So Deborah says, I spent 2 hours on a single system and gave up. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I haven't done it on stream. Pulse driving for a single frigate is insane. Yeah, I saw a YouTube video of a guy who actually did it. He pulse drove for 30 minutes. And of course he had to speed up the video, but after pulse driving for 30 minutes, he finally found an S-class living frigate. I said, that's just stupid. That's insane. Okay, these are underway. Let's make a restore point. If we can find it. There we go. Okay, we got the planet marked, so let's go to the space station, shall we? This is a one-star Korvax system. Not expecting a whole lot here. What I want to do, I really want to hunt for that ship right there. But I know you guys don't like orange, so we'll go for something else. Yeah, what class is this? This is this was an A class. What was this anyway? What exactly was this? Hold on a second. So A class, this is a 2+1. This is either a 2+1 or 2+1 and 1. This is one of the best looking Sentinel ships I've ever found right here. It's got the dorsal and ventral pincers. So yeah, I might upgrade this one to an S-class. and fully upgraded. We'll have to wait and see. This one would make a really nice daily driver. As a matter of fact, what do we have for... We've got one shield. Huh. Aquajets. We need the recharger, the auto charger. Yeah, we're definitely going to upgrade this one at some point. All right. Now that I see what's in there. So Deborah says at least it was an S-Class. Usually it's only a C-Class for me. Yeah, exactly. This video that I saw specifically searched for S-Class organic frigates. Specifically for S-Class organic frigates. So it took him 30 minutes to find one. 30 minutes of pulse driving. It was insane. That's not something that I want to do on stream because you guys don't want to see me pulse driving on stream. There's only one content creator that I know of that can get away with that. There's only one of them. That's Professor Cynical. That is Professor Cynical. If you guys don't know, go to Professor Cynical's channel. I love that dude. He's hilarious. He put up a video last year in 2025 where he pulse drived. This was a live stream. He pulse drived for 5 days straight just to see what would happen. I'm serious. He was pulse driving for 5 days straight on stream just to see what the end result would be. I said, this guy is out of his mind. Okay, nope. Just to see what would happen, to see if there was some sort of a world border or anything like that. Not surprising, No Man's Sky has no world border or no galactic border, which means you can pulse drive infinitely. But the game will start to fall apart at certain points. So if you go too far out, it'll literally fall apart. So yeah, that's what he discovered. And I said that was a good experiment. That was a very good experiment right there. So, but yeah, Professor Cynical pulse drive for 5 days straight on stream. Funniest thing I'd ever seen. Okay, Starship. Got anything good, buddy? He's got a shield. I'll take a launch thruster.
Product received.
Because we could put that in the other ship. Nothing for weapons, huh? Nope. Okay. Excuse me, boyos. All right. Yeah, we're going to swap to a different daily driver soon. I'm getting a little bored of the living ship. Getting bored of the living ship. I'm not getting bored. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, here we go. The ugly ship hunt begins. But before we go, speaking of ugly starships, I know there's like one or two of you weirdos out there that like this style of hauler. This is a short tail bus style hauler. Short tail bus style hauler. It's got the bus cockpit and no wings. This thing is ugly. That's ugly ship number one for today. That thing is ugly. Now, if you want this kind of ship, glycer in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. If you like that kind of ship. That thing is ugly. I do like the color, though. That's about it. Speaking of ugly haulers, hold on a second. Speaking of more ugly ships, it gets worse. It gets worse. This is a turreted style short tail hauler. Turreted short tail hauler. In other words, it's got the broken neck. It's the broken neck hauler. This thing is ugly. All right, so we've got two ugly ships for today. Those are your two ugly ships. Now, it's not like I'm going to judge you guys for buying either one of those ships. That one is a B class for 21 mil. That one is a C class 14 mil. Yes, I will judge you. I will totally judge you. Yeah, Doc Intel says, saying you're bored of living ships will break Deborah's heart. Yeah, we're not bored. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. In fact, we should probably take the next to No Man's Sky live stream to hunt for some pretty cool living ships. There are some good living ships out there. Hero to You, in fact, who was another one of my favorite No Man's Sky creators, he found a living ship. He found a red and black one. Red and black living ship, triple thrusters. And it had all of its arms, too. 3+1. 3+1 supercharged slots. If I'm not mistaken, it was a 3+1. So, not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, it was crimson and black. That thing was pretty fire. It was really nice. Really nice. Just in case anybody's wondering, we're sitting in menu because the actual star field as it's flying by will increase the bit rate of the stream, and it could potentially cause the live stream to crash. That's why we're sitting in the menu. Just in case anybody's wondering. Platinum. Look at all that gold and uranium. Boy, we're rich. Are we there yet? Oh, what does this guy want? Okay, examine cargo manifest. What do you got, buddy? So he's got that. Can we sell him something? Because he's kind of bugging me here. We'll sell the leftover runaway mold. We can sell that. If I need more runaway mold, I can buy some more. That's just not a big deal. Let's sell. Let's keep the chlorine. Let's keep that. All right. Get out of here. Stop bugging me. Stop pestering me. So Deborah says, I have a T4. Oh, really? You found a T4? Nice. A T4 is actually a pretty decent configuration for supercharged slots, because your actual weapon is in the center and it's surrounded by all of your S-Class upgrades. That's actually a really good configuration. T4 and L4 are two of the best. Okay, what do we got? I already don't like it. I already don't like it. I knew it. Ugly ship time. Here we go. Okay, whose idea was it to come to this star system? Who do I need to blame for this monstrosity? Who gets the blame for this? So, this is, believe it or not, this is a carbon copy. This is an exact carbon copy of the Sentinel ship that we found yesterday. Let's get some light on this thing. Yeah, except this one is blue and black. The other one was white. The one we found at the end of yesterday's live stream looked exactly like this. It was a hammerhead with bladed wings. Heavy. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. That was a hauler. The one we found yesterday was a white Sentinel hauler with an inverted hauler extension on it. This is a heavy Sentinel fighter. This is not a hauler. This is a heavy. Yeah, no hauler extension on this one. This is a heavy Sentinel fighter. Okay. Yeah, heavy Sentinel fighter. Excuse me. Dorsal and ventral stabilizers. I don't believe this one articulates. With a hammerhead. Yeah, this thing. This is an Doc Intel. This thing is so ugly, it's oogly. This thing is oogly. Hey, you guys wanted an ugly ship? Okay, this is ugly ship number 3 for today. Cottrell says, I've been feeling the blue ones lately, but this one is bad. No, this is not bad. It's horrendous. All right, so I know there's like 1 or 2 of you weirdos out there that like this ship. If you do, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Come get your ship. This thing is blasphemy. This ship is blasphemy. Let me out of here. This ship is complete and total blasphemy. It is a crap C class, which is fine. Keep your pugnium. Okay, let's grab this thing and get up to the station and scrap it. Next system. Next star system.
Energy repaired.
It could have good supercharge slots on it, but it ain't worth it. It is not worth it. This ship is horrendous. Okay, claim it. All right, let's get this thing up to the station so we don't embarrass ourselves too much. Okay, so they do articulate. Okay. This is an X-Wing. X-Wing, but this ship is ugly. It's an X-Wing heavy Sentinel fighter, but this thing is it's super ugly. Wow. This ship is so ugly, it's oogly. But I know there's probably that one person out there watching that likes this ship, so knock yourself out. Deborah says, I get the hint that you're really not feeling that ship. No, not really. Not really my thing. Not really my thing. If it were orange, it would be better. Yeah, if it were orange, it would definitely be better. Yeah, this ship is so ugly, it's the receipt is just an apology letter. That's how bad it is. It's bad. But it is an X-Wing, so that's a plus, I guess? Yes. So once we scrap this thing, we're going to head to the next star system and rinse and repeat. Are we there yet? Yes, we are. Yeah, wasn't expecting much. This was a one-star Korvax system anyway, so yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some really nice-looking heavy Sentinel ships out there. I found one. I don't think I have it. I don't think I have the save on or the location on this save. I've got it on another one, but it's all blue. It's all blue. It's a heavy Sentinel fighter, all blue, clean. You guys need to see it. It is a clean ship. In fact, I think maybe I do have it on the save. We can probably go take a look at it. But it is a clean ship. It's very nice. Okay, let us, since you know, let's check out the supercharge slots on this one, just because. Why not? Let's check it out. Definitely not worth a hunt, but let's check it out. Let's scope it out anyway. Okay, upgrade. Jay Hardy, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How's it going today? Okay, S-Class supercharged slots are spread out on this one. Not even worth a hunt. Not even worth it. Not even close to being worth it. Okay, this is a scrapper. So, let's change difficulty back. Begin salvage. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, not even worth it. Not even close. Okay, so we want to sell compressed indium scrap.
Units received.
Starship AI valves.
Units received.
Nano cables.
Units received.
We got a lot of condensed carbon, don't we? Okay, never mind. We'll drop the excess off. Let's see. What do we have here? Shields, we've got launch thrusters. Yeah, definitely going to upgrade this ship at some point. Which is why we're making nanites. Never ever sell or scrap your Radiant Pillar. That's a beast of a ship once it's upgraded. Okay, let's swap it. Living ship. Okay, next. Oh, you know what? We're doing this the hard way. Let's head back to the freighter. And again, Jay Hardy, good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping by, man. You guys, if you haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Okay, let's go. Next star system. Okay. How are we for hyperdrive fuel, by the way? We're completely out. Here we go.
Technology recharge.
All right, let's go. All right, that was a 1-star Corvax. It's funny because the 1-star Corvax that I found yesterday had a really decent ship. So I'm kind of shocked. Kind of shocked at this one. All right, let's go free look. We're headed toward the center of the galaxy. So let's kind of take the long way around. Okay, that's a pirate system, but it's not dissonant. And something else we can do is hunt for system ships. That's an abandoned star system. Hold it. 2-star Gek, yellow. Let's go to it. We can also hunt for system starships. A couple of years ago, during a live stream, I actually found a crashed and abandoned Royal Series 7 exotic. In fact, it's the blue one. It's the blue exotic that you guys see in the montage at the beginning of the stream. That's the exotic that I found during that live stream. It's the one with the huge ventral stabilizer, ventral fin. So I think that would be good. That would be a good idea for the next starship hunt. Just hunting for system starships. All right, what do we got? Okay, upload. Okay, so we have Ancient Bones. It's an overgrown, radioactive, frozen, finned, sporal, and overgrown planet. Overgrown? Market. Activated copper, paraffinium. Activated copper. This means there are extreme storms on this planet. Huh. Okay. We do have some stuff to drop off, but let me see here. Storage container 2. Okay, so we have, what do we have for, let's see, launch thruster. If I can find them. Okay, that's pulse engine. We can use 2 of those. This is... Do I not have launch thruster? Oh, hold on. Here we go. That's salvage beacon. How do I not have launch thruster upgrades? Okay, well, we found that one. That's hyperdrive. We've got 20 shield modules. Let's grab 3 of those. And let's see. How do I not have launch thruster upgrades? How do I not have that? We're going to have to buy those, I think. So Doc Intel says, yeah, do a stream about system starships. We can totally do that. We can totally do that. In system, it's easy to hunt for system starships. We don't need to get the alien cartographic data. We can simply use an exocraft radar, which is probably the easiest way to do it. But we can totally do that, man. Okay, so we've got 3, 1, 3, and 1. We need Starship Hyperdrive, which we should have. Yep. There we go. 2 of those. All right. Okay, anything else I can drop off while I'm here? I got plenty of... We need to break this glass down. That stuff is all over the place. Okay, let's go. We need to break down the glass. Cottrell says solar hunting for parts would be cool. It would be really cool. It would be. It would be really cool. Building that custom solar ship, I do agree. And depending, you know what, depending on how much time we have in today's live stream, we might pivot at a certain point and hunt for system ships. We might just do that. Now, that being said, we're hunting for system ships as well. It's not only Sentinel starships, but any ships we can find. So let's go. The Sentinel starships are the most popular, though. To hunt, and that's because there are so many different variations of Sentinel ships, from ugly to awesome. Yeah, like for example, what the actual crap? Okay, somebody forgot to pay the rent. Somebody forgot to pay the rent because I think we've just been evicted. I think we just got evicted. I think we just got evicted from the freighter. You have got to be... I swear. I swear. You know what? You guys see nothing. I see nothing. You see nothing. I think we just got evicted. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think we just got evicted from my capital ship. They stole the entire rear bulkhead. You forgot to pay your light bill, so we're taking the rear bulkhead back. All right, let's check out the multi-tool. This is a 2-star GEC system, so let's see what we have for multi-tools. It might be a good one here. That's an interesting color scheme. Looks like turquoise and copper. That's it. This is actually really cool, man. Check that out. Yeah, turquoise and copper. Nice. Or should I say, okay, that's either turquoise or it's sea green. Looks like sea green and copper. Either way, that's a nice color scheme. I like that. Very nice. Yeah, Doc Intel, completely gone. So, Neo Hurricane says, I got booted out of a space station once after dismantling a ship. So what, they just kick you out of the space station and you're in space in your spacesuit? That is hilarious. Okay, that's a C-class. Nope. That's a whole lot of nope. What do we got over here? Hey, remember we were talking about experimental multi-tools? Okay, so what do we have here? This is... Okay, this is an experimental. This right here is an experimental multi-tool. This is a rare multi-tool. This one is rare. But it is just a C-class. No supercharged slots are exposed. But this is what we were talking about earlier. This is one of the experimental multi-tool pistols. This is actually a pistol because they come in 2 variants. You've got a pistol and you've got a rifle variant. There we go. Yeah, so this is an experimental multi-tool right here. So if you guys want this multi-tool, it is a C-class. The glyphs for this multi-tool are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. So Deborah says, the moral of this story is always pay your electric bill. Yeah, exactly. Always pay your light bill. So Neo Hurricane says, yep, had to jetpack back through the front door. That's funny. That's funny. You scrap a ship and they kick you out of the station. Man, get out of my station. You're out there floating in space and you're with your jetpack. That is hilarious. Anyways, hold it. As I was saying, this is an experimental multi-tool. If you guys want this one, glycer in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. It is a C class, but again, it is a rare experimental multi-tool. It is rare. Where's the Starship guy? Let's talk to this guy. Here we go. See if he's got a launch thruster upgrade for us. Purchase. Starship shields, launch thruster, infranice. Boo. But what kind of ships do we have here? We have a short tail. Short tail hauler. TIE fighter style stabilizers. Interesting. That's not bad. Not bad. Not my first pick for a hauler, but it's not bad. So bow tie style fighter over there. Okay. We're ready. Next ship. Restore points. Let's do this. Yeah, Deborah is right. The moral of the story is always pay your electric bill, or they'll take away the bulkhead to your freighter. We're just going to repossess. We're not going to repossess the entire freighter. We'll repossess part of it. We'll repossess part of your freighter. Thanks, I appreciate that. I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger. How many of you guys get that reference? How many of you guys know that reference? That's the guy from Popeye that's always eating a hamburger. I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger. Can't remember his name though. Can't remember his name. Are we there yet? We'll be there in a minute. And thank you guys so much for stopping by. We're on the ugliest ship hunt. Not only Sentinel starships, but just any ugly ships. Any ugly ships. Amwood, thank you. Wimpy, that's the guy. Wimpy. That's the guy. I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger. Yeah, speaking of which, I could go for a hamburger and some fries right now. I could really go for a hamburger and fries right now. Now that I think about it. Hey, Joel, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Deborah, thank you. It's Wimpy. Thank you. Yes. Totally forgot that dude's name. It's been a while since I've seen any of Popeye's cartoons or animations. Yeah, those animations are almost 100 years old now because Popeye first debuted in like the 1930s. Doc Intel, thank you. Wimpy, yes. I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger. I'll pay you right now for a hamburger. I'm freaking starving, man. All right, here we go, people. Ugly ships for the win. Let's do it. Ugly ships. Ugly ships for the win. This is a pretty cool looking planet. I don't like the topology. It's got the worst topology I've ever seen with these ginormous freaking mountains, but nice looking planet. All right, what do we got? Interesting. Hold on. Interesting. What do we have here? Okay, I like the colors. I like the colors. I do not like the clipped medium wings. This is, it's a B class. It is a B class. Let's take a really quick look around to see if we got some good stuff here. Anything? Nothing? Okay. Okay, this is a medium Sentinel fighter. Clipped wings, double-bladed wings, dorsal, ventral stabilizers. TIE fighter style stabilizers. They do articulate. Blue and white accents. I like the colors. I like the colors. Not really my style of Sentinel ship. This one is triple thruster. Nope. Quintuple thrusters. All 5 thrusters are illuminated. Okay. Okay, so if you guys like this style of Sentinel ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is a Euclid Galaxy. This is a B class, located at minus 50.91 and minus 16.31. Yeah, Doc Intel, not a bad looking ship, but yeah, not really my taste. So Jonathan Studio says A-Wing vibes. It does look like an A-Wing. It actually does look like an A-Wing fighter. It does. It's not bad. It's not a bad ship, just not something that I'm interested in. Not something that I'm interested in. So we're not going to hunt for this. We will scrap it. Yeah, I don't like the clipped wings. I don't like the clipped wings on it. It's got a set of double-bladed wings, or bat wings, if you will, but the clipped wings kind of take away from it, so... Okay, let's grab this thing and go. So Doc Intel says in Atlanta we had the Officer Don and Popeye Club. Are you serious? Popeye Club. All right, let's do it. All right, glass, brain, pugnium.
Technology repaired.
Nothing spectacular. This one could have multiple connectors. Well, we already know it's at least a 2 + 1 and 1, so... Nothing spectacular going on here. Claim ship. Nothing spectacular going on here. Meh. Keep the runaway mold, please. Excuse me. And before anybody says anything, I've got like 4 or 5 different curious deposit farms to get unlimited runaway mold. All right, let's get this thing up to the station. Yep, it does look like an A-Wing, doesn't it? Again, not a bad looking ship, just not really my thing. So, Neo Hurricane says, not a bad looking ship. I like the colors too. The colors are on point. The colors are definitely on point. I don't like the clipped wings. Yeah, clipped wings are a non-starter for me, so... Meh. It is a B class, so that is a thing. Again, it's not a bad looking ship. It's not a bad looking ship. So we've got this location cataloged. If I want this style of Sentinel ship, I'll know where to find it. But not bad. And hopefully everybody out there is doing well today. Thank you guys for joining us. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Also, remember, your likes on this live stream comes with a complimentary roll of toilet paper and a free car wash. So won't you hit that like button for me for your toilet paper and free car wash. Always remember, all toilet paper rolls are half ply only. Budget cuts, tariffs, and inflation. If you're still waiting for your toilet paper from the last like that you gave, that's the fault of Amazon delivery. It's all Amazon delivery's fault. So Doc Intel says, yeah, that Popeye's Club was back in the early 60s. Really? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that is the absolute first I've ever heard of something like that. Hey, Johnny Wick, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, if you didn't get your toilet paper, it's Amazon's fault. They failed to deliver. It's all Amazon's fault. Okay, meh. Oh, we could take the copper. All right, let's go. Hold on. Break that down. Break down some of those. So we've got that. We've got this. And we got some upgrades we can sell. I don't need... How are these exosuit upgrades? That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. Yeah, I got some pretty decent... Maybe I can do better? Hold on a second. So this one is... Nope, that's garbage. And this one is... Now that's a good one. That's a really good one right there. That's a good one. That's a really good upgrade. Core health 33%, shield strength 34%, solar panel power plus 75%. That's a good one. So this one, we can break this one. Get rid of that. And we can plug this one in. Nice. So we got that fully upgraded. Perfect. Okay, and we can sell the rest. And we can sell the rest. Oh, actually, you know what? Okay, let's, I mean, it is a B class. You know what? Let's check out the supercharged slots on this one. Let's check out those slots. Why not? Sinister RC, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So, Azarath... Yeah, Azarath, or Azura, the... I think it's, what is it? Azura's the... What? So let's say Azura. Let's call you Azura. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you being here. Welcome aboard. Yeah, let's just call you Azura. Let's call you Azura. That's probably easiest. Welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us. Okay, let's just take a look at the supercharged slots on this one, just because. We're not keeping the ship, but let's just pimp it out. Before we do, hold on. Let's create a restore point because we're going to revert this ship. All right. All right, let's try that again. All right, okay, that's better. Now, let's set this to free so we can check out the supercharged slots on it. Just out of curiosity, this is at least a 2+1 in 1. Oh, so the latter is wordplay on Thysis. I see. I gotcha. So, Azura Thysis. I hear you. Okay. Very nice name. Very nice name. And again, welcome to the Odd Ones. Okay, so what do we got? Upgrade. We're just checking out the supercharged slots on this one. We're not keeping the ship. This is something that I like to do while hunting for Sentinel ships. Just to scope out whether or not the ship is worth a future hunt or not. Okay. Okay, so this ship was a 2+2. This one is a 2+2. That's not bad. Oh, that's not bad. Azura, I'm only playing solo today. And that's because we're hunting for Sentinel ships. If I turn on multiplayer, that's going to disrupt my ability to find ships. Yeah, I usually only play No Man's Sky solo. That way I can find the ships that I need. If I find a good one, I can grab it and go. When multiplayer is active, everybody in the same save instance can go in and steal that ship from you. And it takes about a week for them to respawn. And that's a week in real time. Sometimes it may take longer, so. But whenever I'm starship hunting, I play solo. So this was not a bad ship. This was a 2+2. Guitar Guy 80, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you? Everybody, Guitar Guy 80 is a fellow content creator. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his YouTube channel, check him out, show him some love. You know how we do it here. Always support the Odd Fam. So what kind of Sentinel ships do I like? My favorite type of Sentinel ship, if I can pull it up in inventory, I'll show you. We're going to, let's revert this. Hold on. Reload restore point. Give me a second and I'll show you. There's the Sentinel ships with dorsal and ventral pincers. What's called dorsal and ventral stabilizers, but they look like pincers. And I'll give you a look really quickly here as soon as we load back in. Okay, let me scrap this ship and I'll show you. Okay, begin salvage. That would be front. That would be front and back. And thruster count, not really that big of a deal for me. As long as it's got wingtip thrusters, and at least 3 of its 5 main thrusters are illuminated, it's perfectly fine. Hey, Daza Pants, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. So, one of my favorite types of Sentinel ships are right here. Right there. This is one of my favorite types of Sentinel ships because this one has the dorsal and ventral what they call pincers, but dorsal and ventral stabilizers. This one has a set of medium wings. Full wings would have been nice, but a set of medium wings with wingtip thrusters and bladed wings. Double-bladed wings, or as what some people call bat wings. And the ventral stabilizers have thrusters on them as well. So this one is pretty decked out. But this is one of my favorite types of Sentinel ships right here. Oh, pardon me for a sec. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, here we go. So, Stuart Laker, you like that stylish ship? I'll show you the planet where I found it. We'll go to the planet where I found this ship. I got a base there, so I'll show you where it is. So, Jonathan Studio says that one's kind of fire. So, Jonathan Studios, I got a red and orange one too. Red and black. Black one with red accents. It's better than this one. Okay, so we scrapped that ship, right? We did. So we can sell those parts. Let me get my daily driver back out here. Where's my daily driver? There we go. My living ship. Oh, let's talk to this guy. Hey, Guitar Guy 80. Looks like you're just in time. If you're still looking for droid ships, here you go, buddy. If you're still on the hunt for droid wing ships, here you go. Hey, Ball, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Ball says, I have a similar ship in red and white. You got one in red, white, and blue? Are you serious? America. You got an America ship. Cheeseburgers. So what's that? You found one like this one? Okay. Let's sell some stuff to this guy if we can find him. There he is. Hello there, Mr. Geck. The Geck with the manhole cover for a hat. Yeah, he's literally wearing a manhole cover for a hat. So compressed indium scrap.
Units received.
AI valves.
Units received.
Recycle circuitry, subatomic regulators, and nano cables.
Units received.
Oh, we can sell a magnetic resonator. We don't need it.
Units received.
Sell the Viking effigy,
Units received.
because I freaking hate those. All right, nice. So Qatar Guy 80's got the glyphs anyway. Nice. Yes. I'm surprised to see that one fly in. Did we scope out the... Yes, we did. We scoped those out. We got to sell some stuff. Before heading out, we got to sell some stuff. Excuse me. Okay, purchase. Phase beam, shield, infra knife. Okay, we already saw that. We want to sell... here we go. Sell the B-class shield, B-class hyperdrive. We don't need the weapon shard. We can sell the exosuit fragment, excuse me. What are we using? What are we running for a weapon on this thing? Hold on. What do we have for a weapon? Multi-tool. We have a bolt caster, but we don't really... I'm not running a bolt caster on this one. Hold on. What about the other multi-tools I have? You know what? We'll sell them. We'll screw it. Hold on. So confused. Hold on a second. Here we go. Just out of curiosity, what do we have for offensive? Okay, this one is Scatter Blaster. Scatter Blaster and Pulse Spitter. This one is... Neutron Cannon. Okay, that one's Neutron Cannon. That one's mining, and this one is what? Okay, this one is Bolt Caster. So this one is Bolt Caster. Okay, so we've got 1, 2... That one's pretty good. That one isn't. Let's plug these Bolt Caster upgrades in and see what we get. Okay, so this one is +6, +1, +9. Meh. Meh. Not really that good. So this one is +1, +2. Meh. Not very good. This one is +4, +1. Man, these things suck. So what's the worst of all three? Hold on a second. What's the best of those three? +6 fire rate, +1 damage, +1. Okay, that's the best of those three. Get rid of these two. All right. It's not like I'm going to run out of glass. I got plenty of it. Okay, we're ready. Yeah, that was Doc Intel. That was bad. That was horrible. So what's my favorite color? You know, it's funny. Some people hate on orange. I don't think orange is bad. Some people hate on it because it's like the default color for Sentinel ships. And I get it. It gets old after a while. But if the orange, if it meshes properly with any other color, then for me, it's okay. So my favorite colors are yellow, blue, and green. And of course, black. You can't go wrong with an all-black Sentinel ship. Okay, so what do we have here? We have to go back to the freighter. I think. Yeah, we're done in this star system. We're done here. We sold everything. We did, didn't we? Hold on. Let's make sure we sold everything we needed to sell. Let's talk to this guy. Purchase and sell Yep, we're good. We're good. Let's go. As a matter of fact, let's call up that other ship and we can drop those upgrades in right now. Yeah, we can drop these upgrades in here right now. We're missing a launch thruster, of course. All right, what do we got? Let's see. This is pulse engine. Yeah, we don't really... We got to add some freaking... some expansion slots on this thing. Son of a blankety blank. Okay. Okay. That's shields. That's weapons. Yeah, we gotta make some space. Hold on. Yeah, I don't have... Those are all in storage, huh? Yep, they're in storage. Okay. Let's just move that out of the way. We'll fix that later. Okay, this is A-class pulse engine. Let's swap that out for this, because that S-class is guaranteed to be better. And let's see. Yep. We'll plug that in. And I'll reorganize everything later. I'm just trying to clear my inventory. What do we have for shields? We've got one shield. Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Put those in the ship. That'll make it easy. All right. Daily driver. Let's make a restore point. Okay, next, someone asked about the starship with the pincers. Let's go take a look at that base. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, medium Sentinel dorsal pincers. That's not it. Sanford and Son salvage, light fighter, pincers, bladed wings. That ain't it. Medium Sentinel dorsal ventral pincers, El Cupolos. I think this is it. I think this is it. Let's go take a look. Yeah, Ball, somebody asked where to find the ship. So we're going to go to that planet so I can get the coordinates and glyphs for it. That's why we're going back. So as Azura says, I can give you the coords to reach there to Euclid. That's okay if you're okay with it. Hold it. Yeah, I think this is the planet. Let's do this. I'm pretty sure this is the planet. Let's locate a dissonant spike. No, it's not the Elvis. This one should have the open ventral stabilizers on it. Let's go take a look at it. Yeah, if I miss a comment, it's not being done on purpose. Sometimes comments will go by quickly sometimes. Just sound off again without spamming and we'll get caught up as quickly as possible. Also, for anybody out there who's new, please take a second, read the channel rules in the description section. Very important. Okay, so you're saying... So you have a black-blue Sentinel with pincer wings you might be interested in. Okay, tell you what, since we are on the hunt, if you don't mind posting the glyphs in the chat, then we can take a look at it. Urgent damage report. Okay, one of my, looks like one of my freighters got damaged. What do you want? We have a problem, Interloper Captain. Interloper Captain. This guy. This guy. We have a problem, interloper captain. Okay, recall. We have a problem, interloper. Excuse me, sir, captain. Get out of here, buddy.
Extreme temperature detected.
That is a yellow save beacon. We probably have a good ship in that location, but you know what? Let's go over here. Yeah, somebody asked about this ship, so let's go take a look at it really quickly, and we'll get back on the hunt. Yeah, I blame that frigate captain because he sucks. That dude absolutely sucks. Doc Intel says those Viking are so arrogant. The Viking remind me of the Klingons. They're like No Man's Sky version of Klingons. Grah, interloper. Excuse me, captain, sir. Shut up. Shut up, dude. Yeah, this is a moon. I didn't realize we were actually on a moon. That's pretty cool. Guitar Guy 80 says, I like the Viking. The Viking are funny. Grah, interloper. Okay, which one is this? Okay, this is the hot planet, isn't it? No, it's not. Here it is. Here it is. C-class, but here's that ship. Okay, there it is. So anybody that wants that pincer, or excuse me, that medium Sentinel fighter with dorsal and ventral pincers, here it is. Black with yellow accents. Black with yellow bladed wings. Very nice looking ship. Glyphs are in the lower left hand corner of the screen. This is the El Cupolos Galaxy. This is Galaxy number 10. Number 11, I'm sorry. Galaxy number 11. So you'll need to know how to get to Galaxy 11. Basically, you have to go to Eisentam, then go through Eisentam's intergalactic core to get here. But this ship right here is in the El Cupolos Galaxy. So there it is. For anybody that was asking, there's your ship. Oh crap, here comes a wall of flame. But before we leave, I will take those radiant shards, sir. Thank you very much. Give me that. Radiant shards equal money. Give me that money. Never pass up a radiant shard. Radiant shards are money, because radiant shards refine into nanites. Give me that money. Okay. Hey, Stuart Laker, no problem, man. There's your ship, buddy. Hopefully you can get to the El Cupolos Galaxy. All right, let's get back to the base and teleport back to the freighter. We'll go to the next system.
Extreme night temperature detected.
And I hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for joining us today. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. And don't forget, every like on this live stream comes with a complimentary roll of toilet paper and a free car wash. So once you get your toilet paper and car wash, remember, toilet paper rolls are half ply only, budget cuts, tariffs, import fees, inflation. And inflation. We got to put that in there too. Okay, hey, Doc Intel, good to see you as always, brother. Stay safe and God bless to you, man. We'll see you next time. Take care, man. Azura, thanks for posting that in chat. You know, I hate these superheated storms. I can't see anything. All right, we're here. Let's go. You know, even though this is a hot planet, this is still a pretty cool looking planet. I like it. All right, it's hot out here. Let's go. Okay, back to Euclid. Thank you. Yeah, corresponding from right to left, top to bottom. Thank you. All right, next. Next. We can get our nanites now. We can totally get the nanites. Thank you. Give me that money. Give me that money. Give me all the money. Freighter. Best way to farm nanites right here. Best way to farm nanites. Yeah, that was 6,000 nanites right there. Yeah, so this is this is an easy 40,000 nanites. Easy 40k nanites in 20 minutes. Easy 40k nanites in 20 minutes. By far the absolute best way to farm nanites in the game. Hold on a second. Freighter. It just takes a little while to set up, but it's absolutely worth it. Yeah, let's get these nanites and we will go to the next system. Just want to make sure I get the nanites out before I forget. So Ball says larval cores 4100. Yeah, the problem with larval cores is that you got to find them. I mean, which is okay, but hold it. Now, the only other option with larval cores is that you refine or dupe. You know, which for making nanites, I would prefer not to do that. If I'm making money... If I'm making money in not Grand Theft Auto. I keep thinking Grand Theft Auto. I got Grand Theft Auto on the brain. Jeez, dude. If I'm making money in No Man's Sky, I would prefer to make my nanites legit. So that's why I don't refine or dupe the runaway mold, or larval cores or anything else that gives you nanites. I'd prefer to go to just farm it legit. Yeah, the only real problem with larval cores is that you got to find the abandoned base or abandoned outpost, and you got to sit there and run around the base and farm them. I'm not sure if they respawn. I can't remember. I think they respawn over time. But with the runaway mold or the curious deposits respawn instantaneously. Once you teleport away and come back, or fly away and come back, they return. So they're a far more efficient way to getting your nanites, in my humble opinion. In my humble opinion. The only real problem with the runaway mold is that you need a lot of it. You need a lot of it for it to be profitable. But that's okay. That's where you find a huge curious deposit farm. You get yourself some of that suspiciously sweet cake, a nutrient ingester, a good mining laser, and you're all set. You've got nanites for days. I do have a tutorial on my channel on how to do that. Guitar Guy 80 says, I prefer to farm runaway mold for nanites. That's my preferred method. Ball says, tainted metal works too. Yes, it does. Tainted metal is very good. Tainted metal is very good. And again, you have to find the tainted metal. That's the only real problem. If there was a recurring source for tainted metal and large enough quantity, that would make tainted metal a viable source, a better source for farming nanites than, let's say, for example, curious deposits, I would do it. And you can find tainted metal at abandoned autophage camps and on abandoned freighters. But you got to get a lot of it. That's the only problem. But you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong with that. Ultimately, it depends on your choice or how you decide to farm the nanites. Okay, so we have an extra, 302,000 nanites. Yes, please. Thank you. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Okay, we are done in this star system. Yeah, exactly. Abandoned freighters for tainted metal. But like I said, you got to have a lot of it. Okay, let's go to a portal. Portal base 2, let's do it. So Ball says, oh yeah, I read that one already. Guitar Guy 80 says, my main save has a runaway mold patch with about 25 balls. Yeah, Guitar Guy 80. On this save, I found a source of curious deposits with about 24 curious deposits at it. With about 24. The biggest patch of curious deposits I've ever found in this game. William Dupree also has a couple of bases on that planet. So yeah, they're literally all over the place. Okay, we are here. Radiant shards, that's a ball, you're right. You're absolutely correct. Radiant shards are a very good source because they're 50 nanites apiece. So that's why you guys, when you see me land on a dissident planet and I find a ship, I'll take a second to farm up some radiant shards because they refine to nanites. The brains for Sentinel ships refine into a crap ton of nanites. A stack of 10 brains is 2,700 nanites. So yeah, that's not bad. Alright, here we go. Activate the portal. And let's get the glyphs out here. Give me one sec. Okay, so 4, 2, 16, 1, 15, 16. 2, 2, 1, 14, and 5. All right, here we go. Remember, everybody, before jumping through any portal, hold it. Hold it. Give me that radiant shard. Give me them radiant shards. What do you think this is? Give me that. Give me. Give me them radiant shards. Don't be sleeping on me, buddy. Don't be sandbagging on me. Give me them radiant shards. We'll totally take that radiant shard. Them things are money. Give me that money. Remember, radiant shards are money, people. Okay, before going through any portal, always make a manual restore point, just in case. That way, if anything goes wrong, you can reload. Azura, yes. The Sentinel brains, Hylian brains, can convert to nanites. A stack of 10 will get you 2,700 nanites. So about, they're 270 nanites apiece, I believe. We are here. Zed? Wow, Zed discovered this planet. You guys know who Zed is, right? Oh, I see another radiant shard. Give me that. Give me that radiant shard. What do you think this is? Give me them shards. All right. Okay, so appears like that what we need is actually on the planet. So... Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Oh, sure. That's why I keep a whole bunch of carrier AI fragments on me. I got a bunch of carrier AI fragments. That way I don't have to find a camp. Now, that being said, if it's a really, really good ship... A ball says Zed is dead. Yeah, Zed is that EDM music artist. He makes some pretty good music. He makes some okay music. He's all right. Okay, here we go. What do we got? Hey, Azur, I'm not a noob playing No Man's Sky. I've played this game. I've been playing this game for a few years now. So, yeah, I know what you mean. Trust me, I know how to circumnavigate a planet. So Ball says Pulp Fiction reference. Believe it or not, that's also a reference to, yeah, that's a reference to freaking Zed. Zed is actually an EDM artist. He's an EDM music artist. Okay, what do we got? Let's get some lights because I can't see anything. All right. Okay. So looks like we have... This looks exactly like the ship I have, the one that I just found. The bladed wings are a little different. It's not a bad... Hold on. Let's land. Let's land. Yeah, let's land. If we can find a landing spot or a landing zone, let's scope it out. This is a pretty good looking ship. Hold on. Landing area not clear. No kidding. There we go. Thank you. All right, let me just say this again. There are too many freaking mountains on this planet. There are too many mountains on this planet. Oh, this is a toxic world, huh? Let's recharge toxic protection.
Technology recharge.
Okay, so what do we have here? Get the freaking lights out here. I can't see anything. Sunlight, thank you. Okay, this is all black. Wow. This is a gorgeous ship. This is a gorgeous ship. This is nice. This is nice. All thrusters are lit too. All thrusters are lit. Interesting. So, what we have here... So this is a medium Sentinel fighter, medium wings, dorsal and ventral stabilizers, pincer style stabilizers. The ventral stabilizers have thrusters, nice, with blue accents. Yeah, blue on the fuselage and blue on the wingtips, nice. This is a gorgeous ship. Not bad, not bad. So for anybody out there that wants this style of ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. Very nice looking ship. William Dupree, how's it going? It's good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us, brother. How are you, man? Thanks for stopping by. We're back on the ugly starship hunt, but we've been failing miserably at the ugly part. I think we found one really ugly ship. We found one really ugly one. That's Sentinel ship, of course. This one is pretty fire. This one is nice. So a friend of yours found this for you online? Nice. He's got good taste in Sentinel ships. This one's pretty good. It's a B class. It is a B class. What? Hold on a second. What class of system are we in? Can we see that from here? Discoveries. Uncontrollable. This is a prospecting low supply. This is a 1-star system, I believe. Korvax 1-star. It's not an outlaw system. Not bad. Not bad at all. So William says that's worth a hunt right there. Okay. How many ships do I have in inventory on me right now? So let's take a look. So we've got six active plus 1 here. So we've got 7 total. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen in chat, you guys get to decide. Type 1 for hunt, 2 for pass. Sound off in chat for me. Type 1 for hunt, 2 for pass. This is a B class located at minus 8.17 and minus 60.57. This is the Euclid Galaxy. Glyphs for this starship are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. So Amwood says hunt. Jonathan Studio says hunt. William Dupree says hunt. Azura says hunt. There's a B class on here with really good supercharged slots. So I'm willing to bet that the B classes all may have the same supercharged slot configuration. Azura says worth it. Cottrell says hunt. Okay. This one is a hunt. Let's drop a save beacon right here. This could be a really good B class. A ball says go for it. Okay. The chat has spoken. I will take those 10 glass, sir. Thank you very much. Have a nice freaking day. We'll take them 10 glass. Thank you. Let's make another restore point before doing anything with the ship. Let's drop a save beacon. Let's see, because this could be a good ship. This could be a really good ship with good supercharged slots on it. So, save beacon. Let's recolor it. And make this one red. There we go. All right. So that way we'll know where to find it. All right, let's grab the ship. Glass. Brain and pugnium.
Technology repaired.
How much you guys want to bet this is the ship? We've already got 2 connected supercharge slots. How much you guys want to bet this is at least a 3+1? Yeah, this is probably a 3+1 right here. This could be, yeah, this could be the one. Here's the deal. All the ships, Sentinel ships on these planets have repeating supercharged slot configurations. So there may be 2, 3, maybe 4 different variants for both for the C's, B's, A's, and the S classes. Yeah, William, I think this one is a 3+1, man. I think this is a good ship. I think this is a very good ship right here. Well, we got a red save beacon in the area, so let's go for it. Okay, would you get the ship? Claim the ship, please. Thank you. Please claim the ship. Compare. Claim. Thank you. Jeez, how hard is that? Give me the ship. Okay, next. I don't think we're going to find an S-Class in this system. I don't think we're going to find an S-Class. So Jonathan Studio says Talon from Farscape. Talon, oh yeah, that's the son. That's the son of the main living ship from Farscape. I can't remember the name of the main living ship. I can't remember the name of it. It's been so long since I've seen Farscape. Absolutely freaking love that TV series, man. Okay. Let's go. You guys want to hunt? We will hunt. Moya, Guitar Guy 80, thank you. God, it's been so long since I've seen it. I actually have the entire Farscape series, except for the Peacekeeper Wars. I've got seasons 1 through 4. Farscape only ran for 4 seasons. Yeah, only ran for 4 seasons, unfortunately. And they ended the series with the Peacekeeper Wars. All right, let's do it. What do we got? Yeah, not a bad looking ship. This one is definitely worth a hunt. Okay, first of all, what class of system are we in? Okay, this is a 1-star Corvax. That's what I thought. This is a 1-star Corvax. Holy jeez, dude. We're like right on the galaxy's edge here. We're like right on the galactic core. We're like right next to the galactic core here. Hold on. Yeah, we're like right there, man. If you look at the map, we're like right next to the galactic core. Holy jeez. Okay. Very interesting. Let me out of here. So this is a 1-star system. I think the highest we'll find is an A-class. But I'm willing to bet this is a solid B-class right here. So Jonathan Studio says, Moya, Farscape channel on Twitch is on repeat. Yeah, that's right. So they just posted the Peacekeeper Wars, did they, huh? Yeah, I am going to buy the Peacekeeper Wars on DVD because I already bought Farscape on DVD. I got the whole series. I'm just missing Peacekeeper Wars, so I'm probably going to buy it. All right, here we go. Starship number 2. This one it's another B class. It's another B class. Okay, this is B class number 2. Located at plus 33.25 and minus 162.14. This is B class number 2. Glyphs for this ship. Lower left-hand corner of the screen if you want this style of Sentinel ship. All black. Very nice ship right here. Very nice. Okay, remember, this is Starship number 2 for this system. Okay, you guys know how we do it. Let's drop a save beacon. Let's color this one yellow and blue. Hey, Sentinel, bro. Sentinel, I will throw a... If you don't get out of here right now, Sentinel, I swear, I will throw an open water bottle at the back of your motherboard. If you don't get out of here right now, I will murk you out, buddy. Don't even think about it, Sentinel. I will toss an open water bottle at the back of your motherboard, pal. I'll wreck your day. All right, what do we got? Okay, glass, brain, and pugnium.
Technology repaired.
Okay, this one is spread out. This one is spread out. So number 2 is probably not going to be that great, but we could have 3 connected supercharge slots here. So you never know. You never know. This one could also be a 3+1. I think one of these 2 Sentinel ships that we have are 3+1s. We're not going to find higher than an A class on this system. So here's what we'll do. Let's hunt for one more of these ships and see what we got. And from there, we'll take all 3 up to the space station and begin salvage. We're keeping one of them, that's for sure. All right, we got it. So he says that B isn't the one that his friend mentioned. It might be the first one. We're going to find out. We'll find out. I bet it's one of these 2. Because the B classes, all the Sentinel ships have repeating and recurring supercharged slot convergence. So every 3rd or 4th ship will have repeating supercharged slots. So we'll find out. Let's go. Let's find another ship. Hey, Aaron Hunt, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by, brother. How you doing? Yeah, if I miss a comment in chat, it's not being done on purpose, so yeah, just sound off again for me in chat without spamming, and we'll get caught up as quickly as humanly possible. It's good to see you, brother. How you doing, man? It's good to see you. Zera, yeah, that's so. That is actually a thing. All the supercharged slots, convergence and configurations will repeat on these ships. So you could find like 3 or 4 C classes, and every 2nd or 3rd ship will have the same supercharged slots as the first. So they will repeat. So Aaron Hunt says, all good, brother, getting ready for work. I hear you, man. Have a great day at work, brother. And here comes a toxic rainstorm. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Seriously. Hate. Okay, well, at least this one is down in the valley. At least this one is in the valley. Okay, what do we got? This is a C class. What do we got for scrap? You can keep your pugnium, pal. Pugnium also refines into nanites, I think. I got to double check that. Excuse me. Okay, let's grab this one. So this is a C class. This is Starship number 3. C class located at minus 10.64 and minus 129.99. Again, glyphs. Lower right-hand corner of the screen. Not bad. If you want this ship, it's in the Euclid Galaxy, Starter Galaxy number 1. Okay, let's grab it and go. And I think what we'll do is head up to the space station from here and begin salvage. Glass, brain, and pugnium.
Technology prepared.
Okay, not a whole lot of hope for this one, but let's just grab it and go. Let's grab it and go. Okay, let's go up to the space station. Now, that being said, I think I'm going to establish a base here. Even though this is a 1-star system, this star system is like a stone's throw away from the galactic core. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's set up a base here. Not here. Let's find an abandoned camp.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Let's find an abandoned camp. There's a planetary archive like right over there, man. There's a planetary archive like right over there.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Okay, let's, I guess we'll take the pug name. I don't care. Okay, let's go. Yeah, let's set up a base on this planet because it's like almost a stone's throw away from the galactic core. So let's do it. Oh, we got another damage report. Okay, what does this guy want? I bring bad news, interloper captain. This guy. This guy. I bring bad news, interloper captain, sir. Gra. Inspect damage report. Okay, let's recall the frigate. Man, you guys absolutely suck. This captain sucks. This dude, man, get out of here. Shut up. Stop calling me. Running up my cell phone minutes about your damage report. Heron Hunt says, where did the name Oddman 105 come from? Nothing in particular. I was originally going to name my channel Odd Man Out because I'm naturally just an introverted person. I'm not really an outgoing person. You know, I stay to myself a lot, even when in public. You know, when I'm out in public, I should say. You know, I just stay to myself. I don't really talk to other people. So I'm usually the odd person out. At like parties and crap, you know, back in the day when I was a younger kid, you know, at parties and everything else, I just stayed to myself, and people said that's kind of odd. So that's where the name Odd Man 105 came from. That's where it originated. Yeah, I would have called my channel Odd Man Out, but that name is already taken. Yeah, he says, William says, great planet to practice mountain climbing. Oh, trust me, you'll learn quick. This planet's got the worst topology I've ever seen. Okay, let's drop a base computer. Okay, claim site. Yeah, Aaron Hunt, exactly. A PhD in minding my own freaking business. That's an excellent way to put it. Okay, let's drop a structure. Let's see. Let's give it a door, because all houses have a door. And for whatever reason, I can't place. Very strange. Excuse me. Oh, probably because, hold on a second. Free play. There we go. I forgot I was in free placement earlier. We were in free placement earlier. Okay, door and ramp. Windows. Ugliest windows ever. Give me that. Okay, we'll leave that one open in case I got to add a back door. All right, let's give it some power. Solar panels. Biofuel reactor. Battery. And teleporter. Last but not least, save beacon, or save point. Here we go. Okay, we're ready.
Toxic protection falling.
All right, here we go. Battery. Biofuel reactor, here we go.
Technology recharge.
All right, done. Save point. One more thing we need to do before we leave the area. Excuse me. Let's get a good picture, I should say, with this ship. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Oh. It. All right. As the ship lands on my face. Okay, here we go. Right as the ship lands on my face. Okay. There we go. And this will tell me exactly what ship is on this planet. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to call this one medium space. Senti. Dorsal. Dorsal and ventral space pincers. Black. If there's space for this. Okay. That works. So that way we know exactly what it is. Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, landed straight on my face. That's what she said. As it lands on my face, we can upload this. Let's upload it. Okay, there we go. Nice. We have not visited the space station in this system. Let's go to the space station. All right, next. As I am willing to bet. Okay, I'm telling you guys right now, that B class, the first B class that we found is a 3+1. He said Amanda would have been easier. She would have. Okay, where's the station? There it is. It's way over there. All right, let's begin salvage. Not expecting anything from this C class, but I'm almost willing to bet that the first B class is a 3+1. Easy 3+1. Yeah, this was a good find. Excellent find, so huge shout out to Azura for this find. This is a gorgeous spaceship. That's a gorgeous, it's all black too. All black with some white accents. Very nice, man. Plus, this galaxy is literally, or not this galaxy, this star system is like a stone's throw away from the galactic core. Yeah, if you look, if you guys look, if you look at the map, in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, I'm pretty sure you guys can see it. We're like right on the doorstep of the freaking galactic core. We're like right there. That's not bad. Not bad at all. And why is it always the one-star systems with the best-looking ships? Somebody tell me that. What's that all about? It's always like the one-star systems with the best-looking ships, man. That is hilarious. Yeah, the RNG is ridiculous. The RNG is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, Nero Hurricane says Hello Games is trolling us, so I guess what we need to do is just go to one-star systems from now on. Ooh, sorry about that. Had to get some delicious, fat-free, no-calorie, no fructose corn syrup, no artificial color diet water. As somebody out there put it, powdered water. Yeah, it's powdered water. Okay, let's check out the multi-tool while we're here. What do we got? Boo. It's a B class, or excuse me, C class. It's a crap C class. That one's even uglier, but okay, what do we got? Nope. It's got an advanced mining laser on it, though. That's not bad. Okay, let's check out these starships. Let's change difficulty to free, and we're only doing this to scope out the ships and check their supercharge slots. All right, let's begin with the C class. This is Starship number 3. We're starting with Starship number 3. Okay, we want to upgrade. Okay, what do we got? Okay, that C class is a 2 + 1 and 1. William, you called it. You called it. C class is a 2 + 1 and 1. So the C class is definitely not worth a hunt. Give me that Pugnium. Give me that. Give me that back. Yeah, C class is definitely not worth a hunt. So that one is a scrapper. C class is definitely a scrapper. So, yep, give me this. Okay, let's go ahead and salvage this one. So the C classes are not worth it. The B classes are. I'm willing to bet that, I'm telling you guys, that first B class is a 3 + 1, easily. Begin salvage. Okay, next. Okay, that's not the one. I believe that's it. Yep, this is the second ship. This is B class number 2. Yeah, we're going to find out. We will find out. All right, let's upgrade it. Yeah, okay, keep going. That is not what I wanted to do. Hold on. There we go. Oh, wow. That second B class was terrible. Second B class is all over the place. Not worth it. Give me my Pugnium back, sir. Thank you very much. Definitely not worth it. That second B class is all over the place. All right, begin salvage. Okay, Next. That was unfortunate. Okay. All right. I believe that's it. Yep. That's our first B class. Okay. Before we do anything with this one, let's make a new restore point. That is the ugliest hauler I've ever seen. Hold on a second. Hold on one sec. This thing looks like a plucked chicken. What is this? I mean, nice color. I like the copper color. I like, he said it's a tadpole. This thing, it looks like a salmon. It looks like a plucked salmon. Okay, so this is a short tail. It's not a stubby, it's a short tail hauler. But that's it. It looks like a fish. He said it would be funny if it's an S class. This thing, watch, it probably is. No, it's a B class. It's a B class. That is the ugliest hauler I've ever seen. Wow. All right, let's go do this. Oh, Walter, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. And Michael Gonzalez, how's it going? Thanks for joining us today. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, if I miss somebody out there in chat, it's not being done on purpose. Just sound off again for me in chat and we'll get caught up as quickly as possible. So Neo Hurricane says that's the ugliest ship I've ever seen. It looks like a fish. It literally looks like a fish, like a big mouth bass or something like that. Okay, we got our restore point. Let's see what we've got. Okay, I'm calling it 3+1. I'm calling it. It's a 3+1. Okay, what do we got? It is not. It is a 2+1 and 1. Okay. Excuse me. It's a 2+1 and 1. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. A 3+1 would have been nice, but, you know, it's okay. It's all right. Okay, let's reload restore point on that. Because we won't keep that one as an S class. At some point, I will eventually upgrade that ship, but just not today.
Inventory full.
Okay, let's sell some stuff. Let's swap this one out for the daily driver, if we can find it. There we go. Yep, it was a 2+1 and 1. It was a 2+1 and 1. Okay, well, we have a base in this system where we can find more of those ships if we want, so let's move on to the next system, shall we? Okay, so we want to sell compressed indium scrap.
Units received.
AI valves, excuse me, AI valves, subatomic regulators, nano cables. Okay, shields, hyperdrive. You know what? Let's spend some of this money. Hold on a sec. Let's spend some of this money. Before we do, hold on a second. Let's change difficulty back. Standard. Apply. Because we got 3 billion sitting in here. Let's spend some of this money. Let's get some of these upgrades out of the way. Let's do this. Let's call in the other daily driver. Or the other one. There we go. Let's call up this one. I swear, it looks just like this one. It looks exactly like it, except for the thrusters. Except for the thrusters and the bladed wings. Looks almost like this one. Okay, let's upgrade this ship. We're not going to upgrade it to an S. Okay, Azur, we'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by. Take care. God bless you. We will see you next time. Okay. Here we go. Upgrade. I don't have any augmentations on me. They're in the freighter. But let's do that. There we go. Let's do some of that. We might as well spend some of this money. Let's just spend some of the money. Make it legit. Spend some of the money. And we got a supercharged slot over there. We got 2 here. All right. Let's plug these upgrades in. So let's move shields. Let's put shields here. Let's put shields over here. Let's do that. Photon cannon goes over here. And unfortunately, I don't have any other weapons on this thing, huh? We need to get some more weapons, too. Oh, let's see. This is... Okay, that's hyperdrive. We've got that fully upgraded. This is pulse engine. Pulse engine. We can do that. Launch thruster. Let's move the launch thruster over here. Let's bring this over here. So we just kind of get that out of the way. Aqua jets. That's the pirate pirate interface, the pilot interface. We can move this over here, I suppose. And let's see, this is extra shields. We can put that someplace else. This launch thruster, perfect. We can move this over here. Just get that out of the way. Alright, nice. Cool. Anything else on my exosuit? So this is... We got shields. Shields are upgraded. Hyperdrive is fully upgraded. Okay, nice. So we can put those back in storage. So we can put this back in storage. Sweet. Alright, perfect. Move the pugnium. Okay. So we just spent some money. Yeah, William Dupree, you're not wrong, man. Either the Infraknife or the freaking not scatter blaster, the freaking positron ejector. Infraknife or positron ejector. You are correct. I do have some Infraknife modules too. Okay, we're done on this station, actually. We're done on this station. Perfect. Okay, let's call up the freighter. Let's get the freighter out here. There we go. Now that's a good looking Sentinel ship right there. Very nice. That yellow and black. The Killer Bees. How many of you guys remember that from like watching Saturday Night Live? The old school Saturday Night Live. Okay, we don't need the space anomaly. Where is my freighter? Noise! You're noising on my noise. Yeah, I think this ship right here is worthy. Yeah, throw your woos up. Yep. This ship is worthy of a Game Hub ship meet. If I ever get a chance, to join up with the Game Hub and go to one of his ship meets, Live, I will absolutely do it. Yeah, Walter, exactly. Back when Saturday Night Live used to be funny. Back in the day, 1970s and 80s, man. That was the best time for Saturday Night Live. The 90s is when stuff went off the rails. That's when it kind of went off the rails. Okay, nice. Okay, we are done in this star system. Let's make a save. Let's drop off these S-Class upgrades that we don't need. We can put those back. So we've got a positron module. This is Infraknife. Yeah, I don't think I have any S-Class positron modules here. Pulse Spitter, Infraknife. We've got Infraknife. We definitely have an Infraknife. Let's plug that in. Give me that. And let's take 3 of these. Yep, we'll take 3 of those. And we'll plug that in. Yeah, I don't have any positron modules, huh? Son of a blankety blank. I thought I did. Pulse Spitter. That's Infraknife. Yeah, no positron modules. Son of a blankety blank. Oh, wait, what is this? There we go. We got 5 of them. We got 5 positron modules. We might have to plug those in too. All right, here we go. Perfect. Well, let's send up some discoveries here. Let's scan. All right. Okay, so we know what's here, and we know where we are. Next. Since we're like really, really close to the galactic core. I'm talking really, really close. So Guitar Guy 80 says, that's why I am glad to be in Britain. We are a few years behind America, so our 90s comedy was still funny. That is true. Look, British comedy is just funny anyway. British comedy is weird. It's weird funny. It is. I mean, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just watch the movie Shaun of the Dead. Just watch the zombie apocalypse movies, Shaun of the Dead. They actually made a comedy out of a zombie apocalypse movie. That movie was hilarious. Shaun of the Dead was funny. It was a little sad at the end when that guy's mom, I'm not going to spoil it, but that guy's mom turned into a zombie. But nonetheless, it was a funny movie. And at the end, he said, well, you're not still sleeping with him, are you? Yes, but he is my husband. What? Okay, we have an outlaw dissonant system like right there. Let's go. All right, let's see what we got. She said, yes, but he's still my husband. I was like, what? He's a zombie, but he's still my husband. Oh, my God. Dude. That movie was funny. Shaun of the Dead was funny. A different take on the zombie apocalypse. So what's that? Yeah, Faulty Towers. Faulty Towers is funny. Yeah, that's John Cleese, isn't it? Yeah, John Cleese. Yeah, Faulty Towers is hilarious. And, you know, all in the same vein as Monty Python. Okay, let's scan away, shall we? I don't want to talk to you. Shut up. I don't want to talk to you, dude. Shut up. Okay. So we have Quagmire, Corrosive, Noxious, Tropical. Okay, give me a sec. We got to bring up that chat because my laptop died on me again. Okay, here we go. 12 fauna, market. Yeah, probably going to be, well, we're looking for ugly ships, so let's see if it's an ugly ship. This is an outlaw dissident system, by the way, so that'll be interesting. We've scanned. Let's go to the space station. First stop is a space station. Do we have space for... Yes, we do. Let's move this. Let's move that over there. Well, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, since we're using the pulse spitter, let's supercharge the rocket launcher. We'll leave that there. Infraknife. Supercharge the main weapon. We can move that over here. There we go. Now we're ready. Just in case we got to murk out some pirates, now we're ready. So 14,000 DPS is plenty. To do what we need to do, that's plenty. Now we're ready. Ozzy Bob, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Field Win, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Okay. Field Win. Just chilling, man. Just chilling as always. Just chilling as always. We're doing a little bit of No Man's Sky today because Grand Theft Auto Online is in the toilet right now. Okay, what do we got? Boo! It's a C-class with horns. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm waiting for my freaking laptop to restart. For whatever reason, it's been on the fritz recently. I think it's a hard drive failure. But I'm just being too lazy to clone the hard drive and fix it. So Field Win says, what's up with GTA? Haven't played in a while either. You're not missing anything. There's a bunch of... over the past few months, Rockstar Games has been focused more on biker sell mission bonuses than anything else. There's a campaign going on right now where you can unlock some limited time merchandise through April 1st. Up to the end of this event week, you can get some limited time St. Patrick's Day merchandise. There's a lot of FOMO stuff going on, but nothing really interesting. Now, that being said, the bonuses on Triple Cash and RP bonuses on what is it? Not Lamar, freaking Gerald contact missions are pretty good. Those are pretty good. But beyond that, there's not really a whole lot going on in Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, I don't even want to see it. Fortunately for me, Jonathan Studios, I have I got an SSD. I have a 1 terabyte SSD that I can swap in. I just have to clone it. All I have to do is clone the existing operating system drive, and it'll be fine. Okay, we got our target. Let's go. So Walter says, on April 8th this year, a new game called Samsung will be releasing. From the previews I've seen, it looks like GTA and Mafia. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Here's the deal, though. Here's the deal. Remember, just remember one thing. Mind's Eye. Just remember one thing. Mind's Eye. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. Just remember Mind's Eye. Yeah, just remember what happened with Mind's Eye. Mind's Eye had some very good cinematics and very good graphics, but that game turned out to be a complete and total trash. Yeah, William, exactly, right? That's why I no longer pre-order games. I'm serious. I don't pre-order games anymore. Mind's Eye was a massive freaking disappointment, man. Massive disappointment. Yeah, so all I can say is just remember Mind's Eye. That's it. Okay, what do we got? Yeah, Mind's Eye was trash. Yeah, field win. I agree with that. As long as the game is done right, as long as it's done properly, I don't have a problem with a game that mimics Grand Theft Auto Online. Saints Row, for example, is like the perfect example. It's the perfect example of a game that did open world really well. Okay, what do we got? Oh, heck no. Whose idea was this? Whose idea was this? Heck no. Nope. This is a whole lot of nope. This is like the third or fourth outlaw system I've been to with an ugly AF ship. What the actual French toast is this? Hold on a second. Let's camera mode this. Oh, and it's orange too? Oh, no. We're out of here. We're leaving. Yeah, we're leaving. No, we're done. We're leaving. It looks like a key fob with a 2x4 as a hasp. A key fob with a 2x4 as a hasp. We're leaving. No. Just no. It's a crap C-class. No, we're leaving. Screw this place. There's nothing to see here. I'll take your 10 quad servos. Thank you. We're leaving. Goodbye. We're out of here. No. Just stop it, chat. Stop it. We're leaving. Just stop it. We're going to claim this ship and sell it because why not? I want the brain. It's only worth it for the brain. We're leaving. We're out of here. Screw this. We're gone. Goodbye. Yeah, this thing is so ugly it's oogly. We're leaving. It's got a phase beam. I'm totally going to yoink that phase beam. Compare. William says that's a hunt all day. This is the ugliest ship. Oh my God, this thing is ugly. So Stuart Laker says, do you think No Man's Sky will be left behind when Light No Fire comes out? No, I don't think so at all. And Hello Games themselves have said that they will continue to support No Man's Sky. Here's the deal. We got to remember that No Man's Sky is a single-player game. Single-player game with multiplayer capability. So it's not like this game relies on servers to operate. if for some strange reason Hello Games decides to end support, and I don't understand why they would, but if they decide to end support for No Man's Sky, the game will still be playable, no matter what. The game is completely playable because it's a single-player game. This is a completely standalone game. No servers required to operate. Now, that being said, I fully expect Hello Games to continue to produce updates for No Man's Sky. That is absolutely going to be a thing. Yeah, we're just grabbing some of these because these things are money. Give me that money. So yeah, there's no way they're shutting it down. That they will continue to support this game, and Sean Murray has said that they will continue to support No Man's Sky no matter what. Yeah, Neo Hurricane, this thing it's ugly. That's an ugly ship, without a doubt. No redeeming qualities except for the brain. All right, let's go. So Ozzy Bob says that was the autopilot's fault. Autopilot? Shit, the pilot left. The pilot abandoned the ship. He said, I'm out of here. This thing is so ugly, I can't fly this ship anymore. We're gone. We're out of here. We're leaving. This whole planet sucks. Goodbye. No redeeming qualities. Goodbye. Yeah, he said, that's so ugly, you better run quickly. Yeah, we got to sneak to the space station. This ship is so ugly, we got to sneak to the space station. So Walter says people should check out the preview videos of a game called Samson. I'm going to check it out. I'll check it out. I'm not going to pre-order no matter what, but I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, he said, angry wasp after you spray it with orange raid. Yep. Or you've pulled the wings off of the wasp. This is the ugliest Sentinel ship.
Threat detected.
Where's this stupid space station? It's right there. No redeeming qualities at all. This thing is getting scrapped. Fieldwind says, oh, well, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yeah, unless you're stone blind. Yeah, beer goggles wouldn't even help. Not even close. So Fieldwind says, what do you mean, bro? Every ship in this game is ugly, in my opinion. They've only been a handful of ships that I actually liked, and that was a long time ago. Well, hey, excuse me. Whatever floats your boat. All I can say, if you like that kind of ship, go get it. That's all I can say. There are some really good-looking ships in this game, but I swear, this thing is just stone cold ugly. Dan Moore says that's oogly. Yeah. No, you know what it looks like? It looks like when you go to like the if you go to like a gas station and you ask to use the restroom, they give you a key with a 2x4 as a hasp. That's what this ship looks like. It looks like a key with a 2x4 as a hasp. That way you don't steal it. Don't you worry. Nobody's going to steal this ship. Nobody's stealing this ugly ship. So Ball says a black squid said, where? This thing ain't black. This thing is orange AF. Okay, anything we can yoink out of this ugly starship, we'll take that phase beam. Yes, please. We will totally take that phase beam. We'll put that in exosuit. Yes, please. Break that down. Yeah, we're scrapping the crap out of this ship. Screw this. So Walter says, hopefully they can add some new story DLC to No Man's Sky. I think they will, because they haven't completed the story as it exists now. You know, the Void Mother, Realm of Glass, those are still two unknowns. And we know they exist in No Man's Sky lore, but we don't have access to it yet. Okay, give me a second. I need to fix my laptop view. Yeah, this laptop is it's 10 years old, so it's really close to the end of its service life. The sad thing is that laptops are far more difficult to repair than a standard desktop because many of the components in a laptop are proprietary. So, system, give me a second. Okay, so we want to... Got to fix brightness. There we go. All right, that's better. Close that. Let's go back to where I was before the thing crashed. Okay, we want to begin salvage. We got to make all that money back that we spent on upgrading the other ship. Salvage. Yes, please. All right, let's sell the parts to this guy before he leaves. No, that ship was so ugly, even if you were blindfolded, you could still see it. Even if you were blindfolded, you could still see how ugly it was. Okay, friend this idiot to here without... Okay, whatever. Whatever, buddy. All right, we want to sell. We got to make all that money back, so... Okay, AI valves, yes please. Subatomic regulators. We'll keep the quad servos. Nano cables. Okay, nice. He says, all I'm saying is that some of the ships in this game are ugly as hell. They are. Hey, they are. They are. No, you're not wrong, man. There are some... That's the third ugly ship we found today. That's the third ugly ship we found. Trust me, there are some really ugly ships in this game. You are correct. Okay, let me see here. OBS. Okay. That way we can see what's going on. Okay. So Michael Gonzalez says, I would love to go to the Realm of Glass. Yeah, all of us are waiting to go to the Realm of Glass. That is the next major story arc in No Man's Sky. We want to sell. And what can we buy? Geology Cannon, Infra Knife. Shields, pulse engine, launch thruster, scatter blaster, movement. Okay, never mind. He ain't got much. Okay, we're done in this busted system. We're out of here. We're leaving. We're not sticking around. Okay, let's plug that phase beam in. Ooh, we forgot to sell something. We'll plug that in. That's the wrong ship. Hold it. Totally the wrong ship. There we go. That's the right ship. All right. Okay, phase beam can go here, I guess. We'll put the phase beam right there. And let's grab a stack of this for fuel. Cool. All right, we're ready. Yeah, exactly. We'll steal the key with the 2x4 because we can use the 2x4. Yeah, exactly.
Warning. Threat detected.
Okay, let's go. I got to work on that. That thing should be hitting a little harder than that, but it's okay. Just out of curiosity, what was this? Okay, so weapon supercharged. Okay, so that's a better configuration. Ah, we're missing the blueprint. We're totally missing the blueprint. So we need to craft that, and we should have everything we need for it. There we go. For this, quantum computer, hydraulic wiring. Okay, so that's what we're missing. We're missing the blueprint, so we got to craft that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, we're missing the blueprint. I thought I was missing something, so we got to craft the blueprint for that. Okay, next system. Yeah, reverse psychology has not been... Actually, it has been working. Well, I mean, kind of, sort of. It has been working. About 50% of the time it has been working. Just out of curiosity, exactly how far away are we? Just out of curiosity. Okay. I mean, we still have a ways to go, but we're pretty close to the galactic core. I mean, we're pretty close to it. Yeah, the galactic core is apparently 128,000 light years away. Apparently. But we're like right there on the freaking doorstep. Dan Red, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How's it going, brother? Hey, everybody. Dan Red's a fellow content creator. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channels. He does work on Twitch and YouTube. Check that man out and show him some love. You know how we do things here. Always support the Odd Fam. All right, let's see what we got. Hold it. Okay, another outlaw dissonance system. Let's go to it. Let's just go there. Another outlaw dissonance system. And hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for joining us. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. All right, here we go. Let's scan. So Dan Red says, just trying to chill out. Finally done with my working 7 out of 8 straight shifts. Hey, man, I appreciate your hard work, brother. Appreciate your hard work, man. Yeah, definitely chill out and relax. Well earned. Okay, so we got a breached planet, bountiful planet, ancient bones, bleak planet, bountiful. Okay, bountiful. 2 planets with dissonance. Okay, nice. Okay, mark the bountiful planet because we're not going to the radioactive planet. Screw that place. All right, people, let's do this. Let's go to the space station, check out the multi-tool. You know how we do it here. Hey, Decoded, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Before we go, let's craft a blueprint for the infraknife. Okay, so quantum computer, hydraulic wiring. I'm pretty sure I have all the materials to craft that. Let's do this. Let's shift crafting to standard for just a sec. Pretty sure I got everything to do all this, so let's see here. Here we go. So hydraulic wiring, carbon nanotubes.
Product constructed.
How many did we need? 3. There we go. 3 of those, and we need a quantum computer.
Product constructed.
There we go.
Technology installed.
Okay, that should help. So Dan Red says, I made some Wagyu burgers at work. Coworkers made one for me. Made one gave me some cash, and I said I deserve a tip for it. That's awesome, man. Wagyu burger. Ooh, God, that sounds good. Yeah, we were talking about hamburgers early today, man. I haven't had a decent hamburger in a long time. I'm talking about a proper restaurant-made hamburger, not that crap you get at McDonald's. That's not a hamburger. That's processed garbage. But that sounds pretty cool, man. A Wagyu burger? Wagyu? Oof. So Yana says, I'm back, totally fell asleep. Yeah, we're just about at the wrapping up point for this live stream. So just about at the wrapping up point. So Neo Hurricane, as I understand it, yes. If you go through the galactic core, then you go to each galaxy in order. If you use the Atlas to transfer to other galaxies, then they're randomized. Or, well, they're randomized in the sense that you can pick one of 4 galaxies to go to. But if you travel through the galactic core, then you travel through to each other galaxy in order. All right, what do we got? Another ugly multi-tool. What do we got? It's a rifle. How is this an S-class? How is this this is an S-class? This? Okay, so it's an S-class, 2 connected supercharge slots. This thing is an S-class. How much is it? 2.2 mil. That's cheap. That's definitely cheap. We're going to have to come snag that. So, just in case you guys want this multi-tool rifle, hold on a sec. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is a pirate station. This is a pirate station. So this is an S-class multi-tool with 2 connected supercharge slots at a minimum. That might be a really good multi-tool. We're going to have to scope that one out when we've got time. That one might be pretty decent. Okay. So Walter says, in Canada there's a great burger place called Triple O. They're famous for their triple O sauce. I'm going to have to look that up. Oh, hold on. We got a jackal over here. We got a bladed jackal. What do we got? Hey, buddy. What do you got for me? C-class. Yeah, ball. Old school multi-tool. Interloper is... Okay, whatever. Make an offer. Oh, heck no. Nope. He's got the gentleman sails on his ship. No, we don't want that. That one we don't want. Yeah, Calypso is a pissed off galaxy, man. I hate Calypso. I freaking hate Calypso. Okay, let's do one more starship search, then I have to go do some IRL stuff. Alright, what do we got? Yeah, I can't believe there's an S-class starship, or excuse me, S-class multi-tool in that cabinet. That is pretty sick, man. Okay, where is... It's behind that stupid ring layer. Okay, let's go. So Ball says reload on planet. What for? Why would I be reloading on the planet? That's not... Reloading on the planet's not going to change anything. That's not going to change the ship that's there. And it won't change its supercharge slots either, so that makes no sense. So William says, Calypso and Hades should swap names. Yeah, they should. First time I went to Calypso, I was... You know, it's funny because people said, yeah, go to Calypso, go to Calypso. Oh, you're talking about the multi-tool? Yeah, the multi-tool will change and so will its class. Here's the deal. The minor settlements on the planets will send multi-tools to the actual station. Okay, what do we got? I'm already not liking it. Oh my gosh. It gets worse. It just gets worse. It gets worse. Of course, it's a crap C class. It gets worse. It gets... Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is... Is this a full box hauler? Yes. Yes, it is. This is a full hauler. It's got the full hauler extension on it. Full box hauler. It does not articulate. No articulation whatsoever except for the main wings. I think those articulate. This is a whole lot of nope. If this were a medium fighter, anything except for a hauler, this would be fine. Anything except for a hauler, this ship would be fine. Because it's got, think about it, it's got just about everything else. It's got wingtip thrusters. It's got a jaw. It's got a jaw on it. It's got a chin. It's got the Cylon style eye, if you will. Wingtip thrusters, bladed wings. What kills it, even the color is okay. It's not orange. What kills it is the stupid hauler extension. That kills the entire ship. Hey, Aaron Hunt, appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. Yeah, this is a whole lot of nope. This is a scrapper. Okay, so we are 4 for 3 today. 4 ugly ships to 3 good-looking ships. 4 for 3. This thing is horrible. What do we got? Oh, heck no. You can keep your facium, buddy. Keep your poop. You can totally keep your poop. No, thank you. You can have all the poop. Before we go, are there any radiant shards nearby? Always got to get your radiant shards. Hold on a sec. There we go. There's some radiant shards over there.
Falling.
There's some radiant shards. Give me them radiant shards. Give me that money. Yeah, Neo Hurricane. Last two are ugly. I think they canceled them. No, you're not wrong. All right. Always get your radiant shards because those are money. Ouch, just broke my legs. Okay, what a disappointment. What a disappointment. Let's grab this thing and get out of here. We're out of here. We're leaving. So, Michael Gonzalez says, I wish I could do past expeditions. If you're on PC, there's a way to do it. There is a way to do it. You have to, you got to download the JSON files for each past expedition. And you have to swap those files out in your actual your game files. Plus, you also have to disconnect from Steam so that the game doesn't automatically update. But there is a way to do it. Professor Cynical has a tutorial on his channel on how to do it. I saw it and I said, I'm not going to do a tutorial because I don't want to be responsible for any adverse effects that swapping game files could have on your system or your experience. Okay, Brain and Pugnium. Oh, hold on. There we go. Crafting back to free, thank you.
Technology repaired.
Yeah, this thing is ugly, ugly. It is ugly, ugly. Yeah, we're done in this system. So we're going to yoink. Let's do that. Let's reload restore point. Let's see what happens to the multi-tool at the station. We're going to yoink that S-class multi-tool. That thing is an S-class out of the box. We're going to yoink that multi-tool. That is crazy. That might be a good multi-tool. He said it's like a hauler tried to go with a Sentinel. Yeah, they tried to do the weird thing.
Radiation protection falling.
All right. Let's go. Let's get this thing up to the station and scrap it. What a disaster. Yeah, what a disappointment. That's what she said. But I hope that's not what she said. Jonathan Studio says, create a different Windows user and install older expeditions. That's what I did when Baldur's Gate 3 updates were coming fast and furious. If you're on PC, you don't need to create a different Windows user. But you do have to have access to your game folders, your JSON folders, where not only your save files are stored, but where the expedition files are usually loaded. Again, I'm not entirely sure, but there is a way to do it on PC. But you also have to be careful about where you download files from. Michael Gonzalez, if you're on Xbox, no, it can't be done. Then it can't be done. It can only be done on PC. Because on Xbox, you don't have access to any game files or folders. All that stuff is locked behind your console's firmware. Okay, let's get this ugly AF hauler. Man, this thing is ugly. Wow. If it didn't have the hauler extension, it would be fine. So Neo Hurricane, what I think is that when Light No Fire releases, I think Hello Games will give all players the ability to replay all the expeditions anytime they want. That's why we have the Expedition Terminal, or Terminus, excuse me, at the Space Anomaly. That's why that Terminus exists. It's not only for one expedition, I believe it's for all of them, and at some point we'll have the ability to replay all the expeditions. So yeah, I think that's going to be a thing at some point. So yeah, Hello Games will re-release older expeditions over time. Like, for example, this year, all the expeditions that release for 2026 will be playable at the end of the year. A Guitar Guy 80 says, in my opinion, haulers need tank feet. Yeah, that's the only style of Sentinel ship that can't have tank feet because of the hauler extension. Are you freak? Seriously? It got worse. It got worse. Thanks, Ball. That's exactly what I needed. Thanks. You made it worse. You made it worse. We're not leaving without that multi-tool. Not that one. I'm going to reload. Okay, let's scrap this thing and get out of here. What a disaster. What an unmitigated disaster. We don't need to talk to that guy. Okay, yeah, we're not going to do it today. I got to go handle some IRL stuff, so this will be the final ship for today. Begin salvage analysis. I'll take that 22 mil. Actually, hold on. You know what? Just out of curiosity, let's check out the supercharged slots on this ugly AF ship. Hold on. Let's do that. Difficulty. Free. Let's check it out, just because. All right, are we there yet? Okay, this ugly ship is a 2 + 1 and 1. Not worth it. Not even close to being worth it. Okay, it's a 2 + 1 and 1. All right, let's scrap this thing. Begin salvage analysis. All right, there it is. So Dan Morris says, can we have the glyphs for that S-Class multi-tool? Yes. I showed the glyphs earlier. Check it out. So again, this is an S-Class multi-tool. This has 2 connected supercharge slots, but because somebody who shall remain nameless in chat suggested that I reload, it's not a rifle anymore. So what I'll have to do is literally exit the app, then reload the game, and it should change. But we're not going to do that. The the glyphs are, hold on. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen for this multi-tool. This is an S-Class multi-tool in a pirate station. So if you want this S-Class multi-tool, check the glyphs, lower left-hand corner of the screen. All right, but those are the glyphs. All right, with that being said, where's my other ship? Let's get the daily driver back out here. That's the wrong daily driver. There it is. That's the wrong one. All right, new restore point. Okay, ladies and gents, I got to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Please do me a massive favor. Hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. What was that? Oh. Helps out the channel a ton. Hold on. Before we go, let me sell this guy some stuff. Hold on a second. Let's sell him some stuff. Also, I believe Guitar Guy 80 is probably going to be live streaming later on. So if you guys aren't subscribed to him, please go check him out. Make sure you subscribe to him. Check out his shenanigans. Yep, and there's a notification. So Guitar Guy 80 is going to be streaming in a couple of hours. So you guys make sure you go over and check him out. Part 2 of the live streaming shenanigans and extravaganza will continue. Now, I will be live streaming Grand Theft Auto 5 online tomorrow afternoon. Same bat time, same bat channel. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Hold on a second. So we need to sell, before we go anywhere, compressed indium scrap, AI valves, recycled circuitry, subatomic regulators. You know what? Get the quad servos out of here. Spool of nano cables. Okay. All right, that's better. Okay, so thank you guys so much for being here. Again, if you guys haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Before we go, Ball says warp out of the system, then warp back and it'll be there. Okay, fair enough. We'll do it. Not today. We won't do it now. I'll do it later. Okay, you guys stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. I got to go. And with all that being said, this live stream is a wrap. I've been Oddman105, a.k.a. The Odd One, saying thanks to each and every one of you for your continued support of what we do here on the channel. And I will see you guys when I see you guys in the next live stream. Everybody, please stay safe. And remember, don't just start the fire. Bring the smoke. And take care out there, and I'll see you all next time. So everyone, stay safe. God bless each and every one of you. Please hit the like button for me on the way out, and I will see you all next time. Take care, guys. Have a good day.